Hey, I'm Reckless, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button down below. It means the world to me to know you guys want to stick around. And on any video I make, if you could, hit the like button down below. It means the world to me to know you guys enjoy my content. So with that being said, you can go follow me on my socials over at Instagram.com/HeyI'mReckless and Twitter.com/HeyI'mRec. It will be up on the screen and down in the description below. So today I am back with a story time video. I know, I'm back with another story time. I've been at college. I have some good stories, okay? Even when I was younger, I had some good stories. So I may or may not have a book of all the stories I'm going to tell. So with that being said, let's get started. So last quarter was a bit of a mess. Let me tell you, there was just so much going on that I'm not even really sure where to begin with that. So if I figure out where to begin, I may or may not tell a story about it. So one thing that had happened in particular last quarter was the two hurricanes. Now if you guys remember the hurricanes Florence and Michael, they were both supposed to directly hit Savannah, which thankfully they didn't, but they did terrorize surrounding cities and even border states and in the Carolinas. So anything I say about the hurricanes is not meant to be disrespectful, because I do know a lot of people lost their homes and even their lives. So anything that I say is not meant to be disrespectful to those people that were affected by Hurricane Florence and or Hurricane Michael. Even if we weren't badly affected by Hurricane Florence, we were sitting out in Forsyth in a hammock for Hurricane Florence, so it really wasn't that bad. Hurricane Michael was a little bit worse in the fact that we did get clipped by the hurricane, but obviously it was nothing major, even though we did get the school closed down, but it's whatever, there was no reason for it. So for Hurricane Michael, we were planning for that direct hit, as you know, that's where the trajectory was going for most of it. And that day before Hurricane Michael was supposed to hit, so I think it was supposed to hit at 7 o'clock that night, it was mainly sunny, and even though there were a few clouds, it was still really pretty outside. You could definitely tell there was a storm going in if you looked past the bridge, because you could see the storm clouds. But other than that, it was really pretty outside. So to go along with Hurricane Michael, we invited some of our friends over, which were to watch some movies, and our third roommate, we'll call her Sarah, left for a party, I think, and she went out drinking with some friends. So it was just us four. It was me, and we were watching some movies, and it was really fun. Pre-Michael movie night. I don't know. Probably not our smartest idea, but I mean, it wasn't our smartest idea as soon as you hear what happens, but definitely was not our smartest idea. So it's around, I'm not even going to say what time it was, because I don't even really remember what time it was of when everything started happening. So we were still planning for a direct hit from Hurricane Michael. So it was a mandatory thing to go to this hurricane preparedness lecture thing. I don't know. Basically, long story short, we had to go across the street to the museum and sit through a presentation about what not to do and what to do during a hurricane. Which honestly I guess was kind of helpful, but at the same time it was common sense. It was don't go outside, eat food, charge your phone. That was basically what they told us. And, me being from Michigan has never been through a hurricane and probably never will unless I'm down here. So, I've never even been through a tornado before, which also has something to do with this video. So, as you can see down by the title, I'm going to be talking about the triple threat that happened last quarter. So, a triple threat, in my mind, or is how I like to describe it, is a hurricane, tornado, and a fire. So this is kind of unusual to all happen at the same time. Hurricane and tornado, not so much, because when you get a hurricane, you probably will get a tornado because of the hot and cold air mixing. But besides the point, it's weird. So like I said, we were doing a movie night, and we were all just kind of talking, having a good time. And I think said something, and I made a joke saying nope, I'm out, I'm gone, goodbye. So I walked out the door, and me not knowing it had started raining, because I just thought it was wind, because whenever it got really windy it would shake our door, because we were out on the balcony, area of Turner, so like we would get a lot of the wind turbulence. So I had no idea it had been raining, and it was very windy. That's kind of all I knew about. So I step outside, and we have a doormat outside of our door, so it was kind of just, I wasn't thinking about it. And I stepped outside. I'm not wearing, or was I wearing? No, I wasn't wearing any socks, I don't think. And I was just wearing bare feet. And I take one step off the doormat, and I wipe the fuck out. Like, I'm gone. And my knee actually gets stuck in the railing of the balcony. So I land on my back and slide, and my knee just hits the balcony. And it was bad. Here's a picture from the aftermath. So that was actually really embarrassing too, because my RA was like right down the hallway, and she saw the entire thing happen. So after I hobbled inside, basically carrying me inside, and then helping me, because I had a really bad cut on my knee. I could barely stand on it. Like, it was bad. I probably honestly did some damage to my knee, but I never went to a doctor because it still hurt months after, and I still had a bruise and a scar months after. So, I'm pretty sure the scar like just went away. So, good job me for not going to a doctor. My RA does come in and check on me a little bit later, because she was having a conversation with two other girls out in the hallway, and she does come in and check on me. And, at this point, I now know it's raining and it's pretty windy, and we were advised to stay inside, but I didn't know that. We were under a shelter in place or anything like that, so we were still able to roam about, but we just were advised to stay inside. So at this point, our RA, she basically said, like, the boys shouldn't really be in the room since the hurricane was getting a little bit worse, and they should probably go back, but obviously you guys aren't in trouble. It's not 2 o'clock yet, so, like, as long as it's safe for them to go back, they should go back. And at this point, we kind of just still stayed in the room because, they were fine. Everything was fine. And it was around, I think, 11 o'clock that we finally went under a tornado watch, I believe. It may have been 9 o'clock. Between 9 and 11, I think we went under tornado watch / warning, whatever one is not the worst one. So, at this point, we kind of all just fell asleep watching this movie. So, I'm still in a lot of pain. Like, my knee is killing me. It's probably around midnight, 1 o'clock at this point, and the fire alarm goes off. So, for those of you that don't know, Turner House is basically known for its fire alarms at this point. If you go on Scad Memes page, every other meme is about Burner House and how it goes off at 4 o'clock in the morning, like every other night. So, it is known for its fire alarms, and usually it's not a real fire. There's only twice, well, more now, but there was twice that the fire alarm ever meant something last quarter. And it was then when the hurricane was here, and when someone fell off the breezeway. At this point, the fire alarm's going off. We're all mad because we're just waking up. And we all evacuate because I still couldn't really walk. And I had like bandages on my knees and everything like that. And it was just not fun getting down 4 flights of stairs, I think. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 flights of stairs. It's not fun, okay? Let me tell you. Trying to hop on one knee. I literally still couldn't walk up or downstairs for like a month after that. It was bad. So, we're evacuating. Everyone's really pissed because everyone was asleep or whatever. It's late. And everyone's just really mad because at this point, we basically know that the fire alarms are fake. There will be like one fire truck. It'll take a half hour for them to clear the building, and it'll be done. So at this point, we're all standing outside. We're evacuated, and I'm sitting down. And, it's taking longer than usual. And we're like, okay, what's this? And we see like 3 or 4 fire trucks that are coming. And we're like, oh, this might be an actual fire. And like, we didn't see any flames or anything like that. We didn't see any smoke. So we're like, what? Like, I don't know. Maybe they're just checking the building. We don't know. And we just really wanted to go back inside. And at this point, reminder that it is still Hurricane Michael outside. It is raining, or not raining. It is very windy. It is kind of sketchy outside. And we're under tornado watch. Which, let me tell you, those two things together are terrifying. When there's just wind and a tornado watch, it's scary and you're outside. So I call my mom and I'm like, hey, so also I told her about like my knee and everything like that too, so she wasn't completely new to that idea. So I call my mom and I'm like, hey mom, guess where I'm at right now? And she's like, where? I thought I told you to stay inside. And I'm like, you did, but I'm outside right now because our building's on fire. And she's like, so what you're telling me is you're outside in a hurricane, a tornado, and your building's on fire. And I'm like, yep, basically. So I was talking to my mom, and eventually she hung up because it was late. So she went to bed, and we're still sitting outside. I'm pretty sure it was around 1 o'clock in the morning when we finally were able to go back inside. They put out the fire, and it ended up being a very, very burnt laundry machine, or dryer, because someone doesn't know how to do laundry and doesn't take the lint out of the lint holder. Like, that literally just happened again, like, recently. So, the dryer caught on fire again. Like, you'd think these people would learn at least once to take the lint out of the lint catcher. So, it was about 1 o'clock in the morning when we finally got back inside, and our guests had to leave by 2. So our RA came back in, and she checked on everyone, make sure we were all okay. Because usually when something like that happens, all the RAs have to go back to the room to make sure everybody made it back safely, and, you know, make sure no one was missing. So we went back, and we finally sat down and talked about my knee, and like how she was I liked her a lot. She like would come in and she would talk to us, and like she was kind of our friend, so it was like really nice. And thankfully, we've only had one fire alarm this quarter. And it made it to 7 weeks, which was impressive, because last quarter we had like 7 of them. But, again, that fire alarm was for an actual fire, because the dryer's caught on fire again. But, yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time of my hurricane, tornado, fire extravaganza. So if you guys did enjoy this video, hit the like button down below. It means the world to me. Know you guys enjoy my content. And if you do enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button down below. It means the world to me. Know you guys want to stick around. So with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.